the age of timeless music is kind of gone. You hear a song and then you don't like it, you're on to the next one, right? You don't really give it a second chance.
You have a lot of people that are fans of your music that actually want to.
Damn, people actually like me?
Yeah, bro.
You always have like somebody try to compare this artist to this artist. AP Dillon's more R&B. To go and try to compare like somebody like him to like a Sarjeet Vindrakia. That's two different genres of music. There's Punjabi hip hop. There's actual rappers. You got melodic hip hop. You got R&B. You got house. I had gotten food delivered to my studio. 5 or 6 days later, I get a phone call. Hanji. He's like, I'm a singer. I got your number from him. He saved your number for me. And I just sat there. I'm like, isn't that like a violation of my privacy?
No, it is 100%. All right, welcome back to the Hours for Midnight podcast. And today we have myself, Jasmine, and a special guest. Today we have a heavy hitter in the Punjabi music industry, from remixing tracks in his bedroom in Surrey to producing some of the biggest anthems in Punjabi music. He's built a sound that's recognized globally. He's a visionary behind game-changing records like Umbrella, Excuses, and Ruthless, and the founder of Double Up Entertainment. And Soch. He's not just setting trends, he's continuing to build the future of Punjabi music as a whole. This is more than a conversation, it's a deep dive into a mind of a producer whose passion is turned into a global impact. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to introduce the one, the only, Intense.
What an introduction.
That was crazy.
Wow, that was all him. That wasn't even
that
the manager.
Crazy. Yo, the podcast is done. You said everything. We don't
That's
it,
yo.
That's it. It's over. It's finished.
That's it. That's no more necessary, right?
Nothing. That was it. That's it. You said everything that needed to be said.
That's it. Should we just end it?
Period.
That's it.
That's it. All right, welcome. Thank you guys for watching.
That could be the shortest podcast ever.
That could be like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Just guest appearance.
Is there actually a thing where is there something out there that's the shortest podcast ever? Or is there ever?
Bro, it's probably like 2
Maybe
seconds, man.
We could.
Should we set the record?
Should
we? The first one?
Should we just walk out?
Intense is ready to walk out of here.
Intense also
you guys, you don't understand. I told Intense like over a year ago, like, don't worry, we're gonna have you on our podcast one day. He kept dodging me, and then when I Charter Network, he literally like gave me Arvin's number.
Well, that's how it works.
That's how it works. What do you think? Like I give people your number.
But then
I'll give people my number.
I know,
the fuck?
still.
1 degree of separation at least.
100%.
Came to use today.
That's it. You know what? It came true today. Intense is at the new studio. Jasmine's
At this point, everybody already knows this is my house.
Yeah, this is Jasmine's house. But yo, fuck, man, we've been
welcome.
It's great.
Straight up, right?
Yeah.
How do you like it?
It's awesome.
I designed all of this. Put the posters.
There's nothing
up.
here.
But we got Jurassic Park over here.
Yeah.
You know, you could insert those after. You know, you got Jurassic Park. You got Marvel.
Yeah.
You got a TV here.
Yeah, we got Batman and
Batman.
Wakanda.
Oh shit, I didn't see the Batman.
There you go.
And Wakanda.
Wakanda. You mean Black Panther?
Yeah.
I thought you said Anaconda.
No.
Okay.
Anyways,
let's getting out of the podcast. So
you're sitting so far from me, right? It's hard to hear you guys.
Really?
No, not really.
I know. I was about to say, I'm like, where are you?
I need to bounce back from that one.
All right, yo, let's start off with this. Like, for the people that don't know who you are, how would you describe yourself? Like, just give me a quick, like, I mean, I feel like I did a pretty good job with the intro, but for the people that still don't know, who's Intense?
Fuck. I've been asking myself that question for years. Who is Intense?
Who is Intense?
Why
are you intense?
Who is this guy?
Yo, Sagittarius.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that actually just the definition now?
Yeah, I'm Sagittarius.
But okay, on
a real. I was about to start, and then she said Sagittarius. So I'm like, okay,
stop.
there you go. Right? So,
dude, okay.
Go
ahead. So listen, I grew up in Surrey, BC.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I went to school there, met a lot of my friends, and just throughout, you know, growing up around that kind of area, you know, I was really into music, and being where I was from, a lot of the like stuff that I grew up around was really what influenced my music. So, you know, we grew up with a lot of like West Coast hip hop and like a lot of Punjabi music, right? So, you know, that's where that whole like influence kind of comes from, and just like combining those two things together. But yeah, just a normal kid from Surrey. That's really where that's the best way to explain it.
Yeah. But you know what it is? You started DJing and like remixing tracks at an early age in your bedroom, right? So like, what led you from like having it as a hobby into like something that like you wanted to take like seriously?
And did your parents ever like pressure you into going to university and like doing something besides music?
You know, so like music, like just like DJing and stuff like that. Like I started when I was really young, like 10, 11 years old, 12 years old, pretty much. I started like doing parties, and pretty much like with that whole scenario, like I just kept organically making music, like making remixes, and people liked them. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, hey, I'm gonna become rich and famous in this whole scenario.
Yeah.
And like this is my goal in life, and this is what I want to do. it was more like, hey, just I love this, and people like it, and like I love the reception. Everybody loves a little bit of attention in their life, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like,
of course.
at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you know, that was kind of what the vibes were. And yeah, no, my parents in the beginning were like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're gonna like go to
As anyone's
school."
parents
Things
usually do.
I skipped school a lot. I didn't go to school very much. I was,
Yeah.
I guess, you know, a bad kid.
Yeah. Wait, are you the youngest or oldest?
I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So you probably
Uh,
had it the worst then, eh? From like your parents.
nah, not really. Like my parents are pretty chill. They're pretty cool. But
Pretty fair.
you know, like considering, yeah, for the shit that I was doing, like, yeah, I probably would have got beat by some other parents.
Yeah. Dude, I skipped school. I'm the oldest. I skipped school, I think, twice. My dad found out.
Your
Man,
mom is scary.
bro, I never heard the end of it. My mom and dad never heard the end of it. They still lectured me this day. Like, you know, you could have been something more in life if you went to school.
now you're a podcast host.
Now just a podcaster. Fuck.
Yo,
But what are you doing with your back?
go show him Joe Rogan's net worth.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
That's what I gotta do with my
They're
mom.
probably like, "Pata nahi room ch bag ke ki gallan kari jandiyan."
Then you go like show him like, you know, mid-tier ones. Like, hey, they're still making pretty good
They're
money.
still making pretty good money. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just gotta go from up there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But you know, obviously, when you first start off things, like, you know, you always hit like those walls where you're like, you don't know if you're gonna continue with it or anything like that. Was there ever a moment you wanted to like quit or like pivot into something else while you were on the come up in terms of making music?
Well, not really, man. Like, it's just like it was kind of one of those things in life. Sorry, I forgot to answer her question one time.
Yeah.
I went to school for music.
Oh,
Nice.
sick.
So yeah, sorry, I forgot. I was
Okay.
like, I forgot. I'm sorry. So
Yeah,
go back
yeah,
to that
yeah.
question.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I forgot to answer that. But yeah, my parents made me pretty much go to music school
Yeah.
because they wanted, like, hey, like, you need to get accredited in something. Like, they pretty much just saw that finally I was doing something. People were giving him like response,
Yeah.
like, yo, he's killing it. Like, you should
Yeah.
nurture this.
So they supported and they
yeah,
just,
my parents are
yeah.
like my
That's nice.
biggest supporters. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's
So,
that's really nice. Because I
um,
know like a lot of people that are like in a creative field, their parents will like try to like push them towards like a different direction, like, oh, just have like a safety net or like
Yeah.
you know, like a backup plan.
there was no safety net in this scenario. They just saw
Yeah.
me doing. I was just DJing and doing what I was doing, making the music,
Yeah.
and just really trying to, you know,
Make something.
do different shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, in life, to be honest with you, there was never really moments, like, I could never think of what else I would do in life, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
right?
What would you be though? Like, you know, like just put hypothetical, like if you weren't a like producer or like you started off DJing, what would you be?
I can't imagine you as anything else other
I
than
don't know.
music, bro. I just can't. Like, that's like what you're so passionate
I think
about.
I'd be something entertainment related because, like,
Yeah.
before I was doing music, I used to make like websites and do like graphic design and shit
Okay.
like that. So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
Still something
I've always been,
creative.
I think I'll always be something
Yeah.
computer related,
yeah, yeah.
Fair
yeah.
enough.
right? I was about to say the guy I would sell drugs. I'll take this. I'm just joking. No, never.
Dude, clearly, man. Fuck. All right. So you know what? One thing that we're all looking forward to is your new upcoming album, which we actually did get to listen
Exclusive
to.
listening
Exclusive
party.
listening party with Intense. We drove around city of Abbotsford and just
Yeah.
blasted. this
You know,
guy's
I
album.
finally actually figured out all the directions around Abbotsford. I figured out the main streets, which way
Yeah.
to go, which. Now I understand.
You understand?
today?
Yeah.
We got to listen to your album. You know, obviously, 12 tracks, fucking fire.
Yeah.
Right? Super good. Obviously, all the pump boom aside, right? We actually, since me and Jasmine were sitting in the car listening to the songs, we actually got to understand your thought process, I feel like, a little bit behind some of the tracks. And I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of people are going to be kind of like surprised to see how much like different the beats are compared to what you've produced like before
Yeah.
and compared to what's out right now. Like, just for the viewers listening, when you listen to the first 5 tracks of the album, straight like you're in the gym just throwing around weight,
Yeah.
man. You're just like,
Yeah.
holy. Like,
That's
Joe,
the vibe. Personally, honestly, it's not really like my type of vibe, but I did like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, like, that was kind of what I was going for that for the first few
Five,
songs.
yeah.
Was more along those, like, pump up music, right?
That's
It's
straight
very,
up,
very, you know, bravado, you
Yeah.
know, macho music.
High
Yeah.
big-
That was a corny way of saying it, right?
Yeah.
That was uncle vibes right there.
Uncle.
It's so funny. He's like, it was so funny how we were like literally talking about it outside. He's like, shut the.
That's it.
Unc.
Nah, man. Straight cha-cha.
Yeah,
cool
no,
cha-cha.
we got Chacha now, guys.
Yeah,
We have
yeah,
Thaya, but this is Chacha.
We got cha-cha.
Great.
No, but so first 5 tracks, super like Jacame, right? The remaining parts of the album was just very much so like a good vibe throughout.
You know what? I might be biased, and like I'm sure everyone loves Diljit, but like that one was definitely my favorite.
Jober?
One.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be like the one that really catches it because it's so
Yeah.
different too.
it is. The
Yeah.
beat is crazy.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's something different from what he usually does.
I don't think you'd hear Diljit
But
on a beat like that.
honestly, that is the one thing I noticed like in the album. Like a lot of the artists that you made tracks for, you put a different twist, like from something that they would normally do.
And that's the whole point of doing music like this, and
Yeah.
as a producer project. Like at the end of the day, like that's been with anything I've normally done, right? With most of the songs that I release, it's always trying to like change the norm and change
Yeah.
what the artist would normally do, right?
Yeah.
Take yourself out of the comfort zone, because that's really where you're gonna go and see
That's where
things
you're gonna
happen.
grow.
You know,
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
Yeah.
very true.
Even
like Excuses, A
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon, these records that I've done in the past, there's a reason why they, you know, got to where they got to, is because they were different than what everybody else was doing at that time.
that is
Yeah.
true. That is
And
true.
even, you know, with the Double Up stuff I've done, like that stuff's always kind of been trying to push the envelope musically. And then Diljit stuff, yeah, that's just always been my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the main thing with this album is like I really wanted to like wow people.
Yeah. No,
I
I
mean-
think they'll definitely be wow. It is a really good
Yeah.
album.
Yeah. The
Yep.
other cool thing about the Chobor record,
Yeah.
it's written by a girl.
Oh,
way.
no way.
It's written by a female artist, Harpreet Saran, who's also on Double Up.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so like it's the first time a female artist has written for Diljit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's sick.
She
So-
killed it.
Yeah.
She fucking,
No,
So
it's
So
really
it's
good.
Bandara song, right?
yeah,
Right? But-
straight Bandara, straight Valley ass song. Right?
Hey, you know what? Girls can be like really good at writing songs too.
I didn't say
They
they
are.
weren't. I didn't say
Yeah.
they weren't.
yeah, that's
Like,
at the
she
end of the
killed
day,
it.
that's-
She fucking proved it.
Yeah.
She killed it.
Nah, she's doing
She's
it.
doing it.
Full
But-
sport. I like it even more now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Even another song that I caught my attention was track 7, Rue, with Jesse Gill,
yeah.
right? And I always can, like, the lyrics, how do you pronounce the person's name that did the lyrics? Manna,
Mana Datyala.
so Manna
No,
Datyala.
Is it Datyala or Datyala?
Datyala.
Yeah, Datyala, right?
Datyala.
Yeah,
So
he did.
Datyala.
He's been-
Datyala.
Yeah, he's been around for a minute though with some lyric stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he's been doing his thing. But
Mm.
even like the way Jesse Gill like killed that track too, it's
Yeah.
different. Because you know what I said it in the car and like I was like, in correction, I said 12 tracks earlier. I meant to say 9. So there's 9 tracks on the album. But for the 9 tracks to be so different compared to what we're so used to seeing nowadays is like almost a like it's like hats off to you for being able to pull that off.
Thank you.
Right? Because a lot of people would just go like, fuck it, man, just do what's working and then call it a day, right?
What's
So-
the fun in that, right?
But exactly.
Yeah.
You made an album that actually I can listen to track 1 to 9 and appreciate.
Thank
which
you. I
now-
appreciate that.
Well, not like nowadays that's not like that's rare.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to like sit there and like honestly like everyone's like attention span nowadays is like okay, first 3 seconds if it's good,
That's true.
they're like they'll listen, but if it's not, they'll tap
The,
out.
the age of timeless music is kind of gone, which
Mhm.
sucks because it's so much disposable music, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, the music I make, even if people don't hear it the first time, you know what I mean? That's the problem nowadays. You hear a song and then you don't like it, you're on to the next one, right? You don't
Yeah.
really give it a second chance.
Exactly.
I feel like there's so many different type of vibes on this album that it'll keep you coming back to hear one of those things. But I feel like if you kept listening to it, you're like, fuck, this actually sounds sick too. This sounds sick too. It's all different. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, the attention span with music nowadays is crazy.
Yeah.
you
It's
know?
really short, but I think a big part of it has to do with like TikTok and stuff too.
Of course,
Right?
100%.
Like people's attention spans are so like shortened because of that.
Yeah.
So you really only have, like Jasmine said, like with music, I think it's the first 15, 20
15
seconds.
seconds.
Right?
15
If
seconds.
you catch on, but the one thing you're good at, again, making beats, bread and butter, right?
Yeah.
Also composing. People don't know this, but bros actually like can compose, have the lyrics like written a certain way, and can produce, which is like a 3-level talent a lot of producers don't have.
Like we're like, I don't write my own lyrics or nothing like that, but like
Yeah.
we'll sit in the studio, like me, Manna, Harjot.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the records on the album, it was me, Manna, and Harjot in the room, and like we were coming up with concepts together. Like I had my ideas, I had what I wanted to do, and Manna just would fucking kill it with the pen game, and then me and Harjot would sit together and like come up with different melodies and vibes. I'll come up with something. I'll get him to like record it down, so that we were just
Yeah.
developing this whole project in that kind of way.
It's a team
Um,
effort.
And so like
Literally.
I remember like when we were like listening, you were saying that you had one of the songs for like 6 years. So like
Yeah, so like that song was the track 1, which was
Track one,
Dunia with
Dunia.
Amrit
Yeah.
Maan. Yeah, and like so that record, me and Amrit Maan made that. Yeah, like 2019, I think it was. Yeah.
yeah.
And
Is it like still like that same like
well, the
recording from
music
then?
is different. I
Okay.
updated the music. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I had a little bit different
Yeah,
beat
yeah,
before.
yeah.
But it was like it's such a hard record, and I was like, it was one of those things. I'm like, I wanted to keep it a part of an album the whole time. So yeah, it stayed with me. Now I'm just happy to have shared it with everyone now.
Yeah. A lot of people are gonna be surprised with the amount of music that's coming out off this album that I feel
Yeah.
like is gonna, again, you said when Excuses came out, it changed the wave a little bit, and then you
Yeah.
release another album, it changes a bit, right? I feel like this album is gonna push a lot of people into some different sounds,
Yeah.
which is gonna be nice for everyone because again, like I feel like we're stuck in a way now where music isn't like it's not bad, but I
Yeah.
feel like it's like sometimes you get the same tracks, like it's stale a little bit. All
Yeah.
music's good still though, but like
There's a lot of good music out there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's a lot of records that I've heard that I like. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But I do feel like we're at this place where it is kind of like becoming repetitive and the same thing over and over again.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's not everything, but a lot,
Mhm.
right? So, yeah, add some different sounds, kind of experiment. I think people are afraid to experiment nowadays just because of this whole TikTok scenario and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know, I think I experiment with everything I make at the end of the day. Like even from the double up stuff, you listen like Harjo's last record, like we had like Pagani, for example, you know what I mean, which was like a very much like a Jersey club meets like freaking Afro
Afrobeat.
type. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's doing something different than typically you wouldn't hear on a record. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I feel like then once people hear that kind of thing, then they start going into those directions.
yeah. Well,
Right.
for all of the
It opens
viewers,
up like a new avenue.
yeah, it does. And for all
Yeah.
the viewers, like I'm just gonna say this on the pod for the record. I'm not gonna say when or if this is coming out, whatever. But Intense showed us a track. I'm not gonna say who it was, but holy fuck, you guys are not expecting this. It's
Yeah.
such a crazy genre switch. Like you will never hear a Punjabi song like this until after this comes
I
out.
have never. It's
And I sat
something so
there,
new.
and I was like, my mind just like was having fireworks going off. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And
Like,
it,
do I like it or do I not like it?
but like no, I loved it. Sonically,
Yeah,
it's-
cool. You know, something I'll say before. I'm not gonna say who or what.
yeah,
But
exactly.
you know, we're talking about this whole 15 seconds.
Yeah.
It takes 15 seconds for that song to start, and you're so curious of what the fuck
Fuck yeah,
is going.
Yeah,
that's
like
why
where it's
it's a
going.
hook. It's a hook.
Right?
Yeah,
So
bro. Because
that's one of those things.
you won't ever hear a beat like that with a Punjabi artist. And another thing
Yeah.
I've also realized too is like, okay, this is gonna sound it's kind of crazy because I don't think I've heard a Punjabi song like this yet. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. Have you ever heard a Punjabi song with a beat switch in it? Like I'm talking like a Astroworld like sicko mode level beat switch.
There's some stuff.
I haven't-
out there.
I haven't
People have
heard-
done some shit like that.
I
Especially
haven't
more
heard-
recently.
More not recently, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But like I'm talking something that's like hit really mainstream, like how sicko mode went super viral. Like but Punjabi, like for Punjabi.
I'm trying to think. Did I do anything like that?
That's what I'm trying to ask. 'Cause
I did black and white kind of was,
Yeah,
but that was like a tempo switch a bit. You know.
yeah. I'm talking like hard
Yeah.
switch.
Yeah, I remember before that album was funny. We tried to do something like that. Me and Diljit.
Yeah, yeah.
We were doing Moonchild, and we had done a record because that's what it was. We're like, it was sicko mode. We can do this whole switch up.
Yeah, yeah.
The funny thing is, so we made like 3 switch ups.
Yeah.
And out of those 3 switch ups, we ended up making individual songs because all 3 songs are so good.
That's the best.
So,
you know
I was
what?
like, yo, what the fuck
Like
are we?
3 in 1.
Why are we wasting this? Let's make full records out of these.
Yo,
Yeah.
you know what? Fair enough. Because at the end of the day, like Moonchild
No,
was
honestly,
a good,
thank God you
got a
guys did
good
because all
album.
the songs are really good.
Whole
So like,
album was good.
I'll tell you, so Black and White was one of them, and then one didn't come out, but there's Kelly, which was on that album as well. So Kelly and Black
Dude,
and White.
I love Cali.
Yeah.
You don't understand. Like, I love that song.
Yeah, that was like kind of, that was in one record.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Okay, like with that song, it's like the one part in the middle part. You know when he's like singing like the English part? Yeah, like Jatne Kholi Badi Nahi Rahi. That part, oh my god, it was literally stuck in my head for the longest time. I don't know why. But it was like
Generation
stuck in my head, and I'm like, okay, I need to go to California, and then I went to California.
I think you got the song mixed up.
yeah.
Which one are you guys talking about?
You're talking about Caviar.
Oh yes, I'm talking about Caviar.
Yeah, she got the song mixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Which,
was like.
hey, thank you. You like that one? That was the one he does in English, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
No,
that was.
like even like recently it like came back up for me again, and that part was like stuck in my head for like months, and it's like, okay, I need to go to
So
Cali.
like that song was so fucked up
Why?
because like it wasn't fucked up, and it was. I still think it was so ahead of his time because Diljit's
Yeah.
singing in English. I know people think it's kind of corny just because of how we think life is, but yo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we sat there and we executed it, and I felt like the vibe was really, really well done. I think that shit will like in a couple of years just take off. And then yeah, we had to throw that little chumkila bit in there, you know. At the end.
Yeah.
So
Have to.
No, that part was like the best part ever.
it's fun making those kind of records. When we were just in California and we're like literally like let's do some cool
Yeah.
summertime Cali vibes, and that was just
Yeah.
what we were making. Like it was natural.
That's the best, right?
Yeah.
But going back to the album, right? So I have a bunch of curated questions from people specifically regarding your album.
Shit.
So yeah, so I got a lot of people pulled in for questions. So you have a lot of people that are fans of your music that actually want you to answer this type of stuff. And obviously we're
Damn, people actually like me.
yeah, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, bro. All right.
People want to hear something from me. I'm just fucking. That's awesome.
All right. So for the first thing, right? So obviously your album is self-titled Intense. So someone's asking, why did you choose to put your name on it now, and why does this project what does this project represent for you personally and creatively? kind of a deep question, but
It is. I think, the last time I dropped an album was Exhale, and that was 2018. I was gonna do Banger Season, which was 2020. That had Excuses on there. That was kind of like that, but I felt Excuses was such a heavy record, and it was heavier than the rest of the album, so I scrapped that album. And from that whole time, then I just started thinking about artist development. I was just more focused on working with, starting Double Up and just going and developing the next generation talent, which was, I felt really important to help guide this next generation and doing the right things the right way.
yeah.
Not having to deal with the shit that I had to deal with growing up, you know what I mean, in this industry. So when I got to naming this album, it wasn't initially intense. When I was doing my little documentary thing, that little album trailer,
Yeah.
when I was coming up with that whole trailer, it was gonna be called something else. And so when the end, when I say this is, I'm like, intense, and I'm like, yo, that's my moniker, that's my whole thing, right? All my handles are This Is Intense. It just made sense to have This Is Intense.
Yeah.
Right. I think the other word was gonna be Elite. I was gonna call the album Elite because I was like, I just have the Elite here, right? But I'm like, This Is Elite didn't hit the way Intense did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? If there's ever an album to be called Intense, it's got to be this one. It's album number 5. I brought together an assortment of some of the best artists.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I feel like it's almost like a rebirth for me in this scenario, because just trying to navigate and go into different, kind of rebuild yourself, right? It's very hard. I've been doing this for a long time. Changing your sounds is not easy.
No.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
And when you've been the person to do it every time and kind of reshape what the sound is,
Yeah. You quite seriously assembled the Punjabi Avengers
Yeah.
on this album. You actually did.
Yeah.
Literally shout out. No, dude, even when we were listening to the album, there's some people on the album that, I'll be honest, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, oh, this person just did a song with Coldplay.
Yeah.
Or they had a remix with Coldplay.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah,
and I'm
she got to tour. She was on tour with Coldplay,
Yeah.
doing all the stadiums in India, and
That's
she.
really cool.
Speaking of Coldplay, that stupid concert shit that went viral that's crazy to me. That's so fucked up.
Yeah,
Pretty funny.
stupid shit goes viral though, right?
Yeah. Stupid shit goes viral.
That's they
Also-
always say the meme of the meme of the month.
Yeah,
That's pretty much what it is.
That literally,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kind of following that, do you think you would ever offer mentorships for people that want to get into what you do?
Ooh, that's yeah.
Damn, honestly,
You could have a crazy crash course, bro.
I think eventually I would do something like that.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of panels and stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just did one for Canadian Music Week here, Departures it was called, in Toronto. Now I'm going off to India next month to go do all about music, and I'm doing stuff like that. I think eventually one day, I would be willing to mentor. I'm low key kind of trying to nurture the next generation already, myself,
Yeah.
kind of picking and choosing the people I want to work with, and I
Yeah.
feel that really can go and advance and do stuff. That's really what I'm already kind of doing with Double Up at the
Yeah.
end of the day, right?
Another producer that I feel has been around for a really long time, which would you ever? Well, I don't know if I'm putting you on the spot, but would you ever consider what's that word?
Collab?
Yeah, collabing with him, Manny Sandhu.
Money Sandhu?
I knew you were gonna say his name, so me
Yeah.
and him already talked about it so many times.
Yeah.
We're just both always in a different place. I don't know, we're both
Yeah.
working on. But he's my bro. I have a lot of love for him. We came up
Yeah.
at the same time, same scenario,
Yeah,
same
that's what I was
shit.
gonna say.
And his artist development game was top tier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every single person that he's worked with, essentially,
Yeah.
viral.
he was the first guy to kind of discover.
Yeah,
it,
because
you
I
know what
remember
mean?
one of the podcasts we were doing. I don't know if it was you or someone else that mentioned, but they're he's the equivalent to Metro Boomin.
I would
Manny
say-
Sandhu?
Yeah. I'd give him the Metro Boomin.
Yeah,
I'd give you
Because I was gonna say he's been around pretty much around he started the same time when you did.
yeah.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
around for a long time too.
I'd say for me to him, it's Dr. Dre to Timbaland or Timbaland to Dr. Dre. I don't know who will be who,
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
but
I
that's
can see
because
that.
we're older, man. We've been doing this. I
Yeah.
respect the hell of Metro Boom. I think Metro Boom is one of the greatest producers.
Yeah.
But we come from a fucking
Older
different
Older
generation,
generation.
Yeah.
right? And the fact that we're still both doing our thing
Yeah.
right now
Yeah.
is
I can
it's
definitely see
amazing.
that.
You know, someone
But yeah, an album, me and him definitely is. In
you
the
guys
pipeline
have
at
to,
some
bro.
point.
That's a
Yeah.
blessing for the Punjabi music
Yeah.
industry for sure.
I think we're both in a place in our lives now that I think that's something that could happen.
Yeah.
Let's go. We got it first on our
Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yo,
Hopefully we'll get another
you know what
exclusive-
someone
exclusive listening party.
literally, you know what someone told me that they compare you two, or who they remind you of or whatever, their English comparison. Pharrell. Shit. Someone told me that. No, deadass, being serious. They're like, yo, this guy's like, you're on par with, like, they're like, for him,
This
you're on
guy's
par
like,
with
you're giving me too
Pharrell.
much pump on this.
No, no,
podcast.
but it's funny though
That's a
because
compliment, bro.
I was never
Yeah.
really the biggest Pharrell fan growing up.
Yeah.
Like musically, like
Yeah.
But as I started like
going through
going
the
up more
catalog
and more,
yeah.
I respect the shit out of the way his production was, and I
Yeah.
now really like a lot more
Yeah.
now I would say than before.
Yeah.
I take a lot of Pharrell elements just because the way it's production, the way
Production
he
is
does things,
crazy.
right? Sound selection, his chords he plays, his
Yeah.
drum selection. Even now, like
Even now
he's
doing-
dropped a few like crazy, like he just dropped a new
Yeah.
one with Rick Ross,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
He
I was like, yo,
produced-
like he made like a banger with Rick
Dude,
Ross.
he worked, yeah. He worked on the Weeknd's last album. He did Timeless. Like the entire beat for Timeless
Yeah.
is made by him. And I found
And it's
that
not
out
even
recently.
it's not a Pharrell beat, you know.
No, it's not. That's why I was like, what the
Th-
fuck?
Yeah, that song was really good.
But
Yeah.
even like I said, that Rick Ross and record that he just dropped, right? That's
Yeah.
not like really a. Like
It's
a
not
Would you
Pharrell
would you
beat.
ever try to like tap into that side too?
Into English music. Like,
Hell yeah, I'm already doing it. Like I just, I don't. It's funny. I just did a record right now. It's called Last Night with a guy named Virginia Vegas.
Mm.
He's an artist that I
I
used to
know
listen-
him. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard.
Okay,
his,
so
I've
there
heard
you
some
go.
of his
Yeah,
music.
he's
I've-
I did a song camp in Thailand in March,
Nice.
and yeah, that's why I've been doing a lot of stuff like this and doing these song camps and going and meeting different people and doing
Yeah.
different kinds of music. So yeah, like hell yeah, like English music's a thing that I'm doing for sure.
Yeah, yeah, because it's like I feel like it's coming like it's
Not just
definitely-
English, any genre. At the end of the
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
musically, whatever I make, yo, it can be anything on there. You could literally put, you know, Spanish. You could
Yeah.
put,
yeah.
you
yeah,
could
yeah.
put freaking Korean. You could put whatever you want on there. You know what I mean?
I could see you doing like a collab track with like Nav or something.
Yeah,
I could
that's
see it.
that's
That'd be,
that's
honest,
easy.
That would be something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying- that's
That
what
would
I'm
be
saying. I
something.
feel like that
brown
would
to
be
brown
the-
connection right there too.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
That's it.
brown to brown
Yeah.
connection is.
No, bro, that's how. Yo,
Yeah, but no, that
think
would
about
be
it.
that would be fire. Like that'd be sick. 'Cause I think like okay, honestly, although like some people they're like oh there was like Jay Sean before him and he was brown, but like I think like your Nav was still one of like
Yeah, but there's two different genres, right?
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
understand
yeah.
that's R&B to like rap, hip hop.
Yeah,
You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
completely
Yeah.
different.
You know, it's not even it's not
Yeah.
even comparable, right? So this is another thing in Punjabi music that people really need to understand too, right? Because you always have like somebody try to compare this artist to this artist, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, AP Dillon's more R&B. You know, he does hard records too, but he's more R&B.
Yeah.
To go and try to compare like somebody like him to somebody like freaking like a Sarjeet Bindrakia.
Yeah,
You
it's,
can't.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's two
Yeah.
different genres of music. That's like folk, Punjabi, Bhangra. That's pop,
yeah,
R&B. He's doing everything. Don't get me wrong, there's hard records too, but there's different genres that they got to understand. You know what I mean? Different
Yeah.
sounds, different music. You know?
Yeah,
Mhm.
but people are always gonna draw those comparisons no matter how much you tell them like not to, right? That's the shitty thing about like
It's just Punjabi music. It just gets
Yeah.
put into one
it does.
fucking thing.
There's one
right?
little fucking
Right,
pot.
there's Punjabi hip hop. There's actual rappers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coming on the scene. You got melodic hip hop coming in there. You got
Yeah.
R&B.
You got synth.
You got house. You got fucking everything nowadays.
yeah,
you
you
know?
got Punjabi synth music too for some people. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy. You don't hear that
What's
shit.
that?
What's that?
synth pop. Like
Yeah.
excuses.
Excuses.
Oh,
Yeah. They
okay,
can't-
Magenta.
I don't really know like
you know the terms. I was actually
Yeah.
this. A lot of people don't even know this, but like I actually was like into trying to make music way back when I was like younger.
Yeah.
I was actually trying to learn FL Studios.
Yo,
I failed. I
who
failed.
Who did you have that one song with?
Oh, that
You
was
gotta show intense after.
no. That
Please,
was
you
no,
have
no,
to
no,
show intense after.
no, no. I didn't. It wasn't me who made the song.
Yeah, but still, you were
Yeah,
on it.
but
You gotta
it-
show him.
But yeah, going back to the album questions though. So someone asked as well, how has this album changed you in terms of your view on music?
Like I said, it was kind of like a rebirth. I feel like, you know, I had like a rut at some point, I feel musically. Like I said, just
Like
kind of
a-
like trying to
Kind of
like,
like a writer's block.
yeah, somewhat
Yeah.
a writer's block. I was like, you know, fucking nothing's like, I felt like nothing was working. I felt like I was focused on everybody else except myself more and along the lines. And that's really where my life is at. And I kind of had to take a step back and just like, look, I need to do something for myself that's going to be kind of like something I haven't done yet. You know what I mean? I've always wanted to put together a producer album of this caliber,
Yeah.
where I have A-list artists and big people and, you know, done on the major side of things, you know?
Yeah, of course.
So now I've done this, and I feel like it opens the doors for other producers to start doing shit like this too. You know what I mean? We're in a world now where we got so many singers, so many artists out there, and only so many producers. There's a lot of producers out there,
yeah.
but there's like, you know, you could say like 10 singers to a producer.
yeah, I could,
you know
what I
I
mean?
See that.
So like, we got to get to that point now where the producers need to come back to the forefront and kind of showcase, you know, their talents and you know you have an assortment, an abundance of talent to go and produce out there and go develop. And you know it's more fun that way. You know what I mean? To take somebody from the ground up and go and like develop that person, and you guys develop together, and you go get to live together. You know, and travel the world together. You know,
100%. Another thing too is like, so if this album was someone's first time hearing your work, right? What do you hope that they take away from it? And like, what do you want it to say about who you are as an artist right now, or as a producer right now?
like this guy's fucked up.
This guy's just everywhere.
Yo, what's wrong with this guy? You know,
Yeah,
what the fuck's he thinking?
Yeah.
Nah. If it was, that's a crazy question too, though. Actually,
Yeah.
it was like the first thing that somebody ever heard. I think at the end of the day, if somebody's been listening to Punjabi music, you know, consistently right now, like maybe a younger person who hasn't really heard my stuff from back in the day, yeah, like they could look at this and be like, yo, this is like pushing the sound forward, you know, continue like changing it. This is something that we never heard before.
Yeah.
I think that's really what I look at it.
Fair enough. Yeah. No, a lot of people are gonna be surprised. I think again, like I keep thinking about the beat on Chobar when I say this too, because that was like for me super like I just never would have expected that.
It's so
ever like for
you know the crazy thing about that track too, like it was on Ghost. Like I was working on the Ghost album, Diljit.
Oh no!
Wow.
Way.
So that one and Ruthless were both a part of that project, and we just kind of like, he's like, yo, I was gonna take a couple songs. He took a couple songs.
Yeah.
And but like I was like imagining Coachella at that time because that's when he was going to Coachella. That's when I was like, you know, making that song. So like literally my vision in my head was like, yo, imagine everybody around you.
Yeah.
And like it sounds like a speaker's coming, like, you know, you put your the headphone in the jack or like the speaker plug's coming out. That's what it sounds like. So like imagine everybody around you just like fucking that happens. You're like, what the fuck happens? And all of a sudden it goes bang, 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 bang. And it's like it's like a Kanye thing, I feel like. You know, it's like really Kanye-esque idea.
Yeah.
So that was my whole vision behind that.
It definitely
record.
catches your attention because I was like, even at first I was like, what's going on? And then it like drops and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, it builds up like crazy. And
Yeah.
I think that was one of the things from DJing, right? Like I learned how to go and fucking build up a beat and to know when to drop it, you know? So
yeah. No, you hit that beat like with some nasty production, bro. That thing was fucking crazy.
Thank you.
Like, but just like not even just that song alone, like every track on the album, like regardless, maybe
even for like the next thing, I'm excited for that too. Even though we can't talk about
yeah. But like just in we're heating this out so nicely. Fucking Jasmine.
Come on, man, little teasers.
Yeah. Dude, but overall though, like the one thing I'll say is like regardless if even if I like more heavy upbeat music or more melodic music, the one thing I have to give you credit for is, again, like I've said this before, is just the beat selection and also just the way you made it from scratch. It's very hard to find Punjabi music that doesn't sound similar to certain things, right? And it's even harder to find Punjabi music that's like extremely different now too.
It's all about what you listen to though, right?
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of the people that produce Punjabi music predominantly listen mostly to Punjabi music.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So they're listening to what the other person is doing. I've listened to everything.
Yeah.
I've grown up over here I'm born here, right? So like my parents listen to different kinds of music. My cousins listen to different kinds of music. Other cousins listen to different kinds of music. Friends listen to different kinds of music.
Yeah.
But I was just a sponge. I would absorb everything. And becoming a DJ, like at the end of the day, like my database in my head is like, it's crazy. Like even when I DJ, people are like, where the fuck did you think of this song from? Right? But it's just like I have these certain things that I've always memorized or certain scenarios, and I just remember certain tracks, and that's what it is, right? I listen to so many different genres. If you went and looked at my playlist of music I listen to, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But
sorry, were you gonna ask another question?
Yeah, I was, but I was just gonna say, for the fact that you are like so in tap to Punjabi music and you listen to so much Punjabi music, and the fact you created something that doesn't sound like every other song out right now is what I'm giving you credit for. Because it's like, dude, like it's crazy. I can't wait for people to listen to the album and see like what the fuck we're talking about. Because right now it just seems like it looks like we're just pumping you up,
I think
giving you major props.
Be out by then.
Yeah,
it will be.
It will be out by the time this podcast comes out. But like people realize
like, when it's dropping in
4 days,
like 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Do you remember like your first song ever that went viral?
Lonia Pendia.
Like how did you feel?
It was, I don't know, it was cool.
Like, but like
he's just one of us, man. He's literally just one of us.
You didn't like think anything more? Like it didn't like, was it like surreal moment?
It was, I don't know, like, I don't like it. I just kept going. I think there's
Yeah.
nothing really that I really absorbed.
Yeah.
There's been moments like you
Yeah.
know, like I'd say like most recently it was just like Diljit at BC Place
Yeah.
or Coachella when I was there at Coachella and just like kind of like looking around and like seeing these songs that I made
Being
in a fucking
blasted.
small room, you know, just my own brain skills, mixing, mastering, doing everything myself, playing all this, and then seeing like 50,000 people go crazy, like that kind of shit will like
That'll get you.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, but like on that note too, when you are making this music and stuff, the one thing I really wanted to ask you, actually, like when we started the podcast, I was excited to ask you, is like what your creative process is when you actually comes to making beats. Like, how do you make a beat from like, for example, for Excuses, like how would you start from the start to the end? Like, what's that like process for you? Like, how do you actually like, come up with that?
There's no real like starting point that I have.
Yeah.
You know, it could be a scenario where somebody would send me like vocals, right? And then from there, then I'll just build on what I hear just automatically in my head.
Oh, shit.
Sometimes there'll be a scenario where like I'll just start playing something and somebody's in the studio and they'll start writing. That's kind of like most of the time what I do is usually there's a writer in the studio with the artist.
Yeah.
Sometimes the artist already have a song or an idea and we'll start building on that. It's very rare that I make beats beforehand. I don't make very many beats anymore. I'm more like I need to like make a song, complete song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, creativity, like the creative process really is like most of the time it's like I'm in the studio, I'll have like Manna in there or I have like Harpreet's in there, whoever's in the studio with me, different writers, Zad Vibe.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be in there and we'll just start coming up with ideas. I'll play some beats and or just start coming up with beats and yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, because like the main thing I was gonna ask the follow up to that was like, do you normally start with like a melody first?
Oh yeah, so like sometimes like I'll play a melody.
Yeah.
I usually chords. Chords are my thing.
Okay.
Right. But like sometimes like I'll hear something right away and then I'll go like drums and bass. It's like just I start hearing things, right? Like all the little puzzle pieces in my head just start fucking forming and.
Fair enough.
Like all the database in there.
Yeah,
like
I don't know. It's hard to
coming to
really
life.
explain what it is.
Yeah,
but
like it just comes together for you.
And a lot of it's feeling. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm very rhythmic based.
Okay.
Because I played tool like for so long, drums and
okay.
stuff, and DJing as well. Everything's very rhythm based.
Fair enough.
So
yeah.
like when I'm on there, I'm playing my bass notes and stuff like that, and even chords. It's like I'm kind of following a pattern of like the drums, you know, or I have like a drum idea in my head. Usually, it's always kind of following in that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Because the main thing too I was gonna say is like, I was gonna ask, is there a track out that you have right now in your catalog that you have made from someone's like giving you raw vocals first, and then you made a beat around that?
A lot of songs like
Okay.
For example, like Excuses is a great example.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't the original version, the one that came out.
Okay.
So when we made it, it was the same thing. We're in the studio together. I had made another beat, and they kind of sung the hook. I put that together, and that they sung it on that. And then they were happy with that one. And then I was just another day in the studio or just chilling, working, and I started cooking up this beat. And I started coming up with a vibe, and like it was that whole synth pop thing, and the drums came in. Then I put the bass line, and I'm like, yo, I need some fucking sick vocals for this. Like I finally kind of got this sound that I've been wanting to do for a minute.
Yeah.
And then just clicked in my head. Like I put it on there. It was like a eureka moment.
There you go. Did they know you were gonna put it on that beat? Like
No.
after? Oh, so they didn't know.
No, it just came to me, and then I put it together, and then I sent it to them.
Yeah.
Like,
And they they fucked with it, or do they still want the original?
they like the original version better.
No way.
Yeah.
For the songs that on the album, did you feel like it took you way longer to actually produce these, or do you feel like it was easier because you knew you wanted to go a different route?
So it was okay. So I did those 2 records with Diljit, with Ruthless and Chol Butter, right?
Yeah.
And so from there, I kind of had this idea that I wanted to do an album.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, you know, just kind of like trying to figure out who would be on the album, trying to pick artists and decide records. And like just throughout time, like I just started, you know, meeting more people, started doing more work with different people in the industry. Like, so for example, Jasleen Royal. I was in India. We've been talking for a long time about doing some music. She sent me some stuff over. We're doing stuff back and forth. And then I went to India 2023, and I met her in Bombay, and we did the song Assi Sajjana, which we released.
Yeah.
She released that record, and I was like, I would love to have you part of my album. Let me figure out a record. So fast forward a year later, I was in India again, and we met, and I had designed Channa with the lyricist Ricky. And he sent me the lyrics, and I was like, this is the perfect record. Timing worked out great. We put that together. So it was just like all these meetings with different people that I really fucked with as people and fucked with as artists. That was kind of like the creative process coming along. It was just organically coming together. And it finally came to a point where I'm like, okay, I got about 5 or 6 records. Who else do I want to put on here? What kind of other vibes do I want to do? And so like I started hitting up all my other peoples, and like, I think we would sound really dope on here. Like Gurnazar I met in Chandigarh.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I would love for you to be a part of my album. Jordan, same thing. I met him back in Surrey, and he was like, I'd love to have you part of my record. Gurinder, obviously, he's a bro. We excuses till now. I was like, I think it'd be important that we did a record together on the album.
100%.
There's other artists I hit up too to get records with. Scenarios just timing and stuff like that, because I really want to drop it this summer. Like I really kind of put like a hard date on it for myself. Yeah, because that's really one thing when it comes to my creative. I really need to have a fucking date.
That's fair.
A lot I need to give myself a deadline.
Yeah. No, I mean, you stuck to it, right? So that's always that's a good thing. But another thing a lot of people were wondering too was like, what was your reaction when Diljit first reached out to you, like back in the day, to actually do music with you?
Yo, so like, I met Diljit in Bombay in 2013.
Okay.
So like, we met after watching a movie with me, another rapper Ikka, and then another artist RS. So we were together in Bombay, and we watched Punjab 1984.
Oh, okay.
And like I never met Diljit before that. Actually, I met him once in Surrey, just randomly, but like nothing like formally. But I watched that movie, and like I don't watch very many Punjabi movies or Bollywood movies anymore. Like I used to watch them when I was younger, a lot when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I watched that movie and I was like, yo, this guy's a fucking G. Like this movie was like one of the best movies I've ever seen. And like his acting was so, and like, it changed my perspective of him as a person.
Yeah.
As an actor and so on, like he's so well rounded. Like it completely made me forget about him as a singer when I watched that movie.
Yep.
We walked outside the movie theater and he called Ikka. It was the most bizarre shit ever. So like, and he didn't know that we were in Bombay. We didn't know he was in Bombay. And he's like, he messages Ikka. He's like, I heard you were in Bombay. We should get together. He didn't know that we were there.
Wow.
We didn't know this whole scenario was gonna happen. So anyways, that night we went and we met him. We went to his hotel. We linked up with him, introduced us, and I played him some beats. And he's like, yo, these beats are fire. And he's like, you got a studio here? I'm like, yeah, I was working at a Mika Singh studio. Went to his studio, and we made a track called "This Sing Is So Stylish," which was released in 2014. That was the first time I did a song with Diljit.
Wow. But
you look at that in my life, but this is before even any of the stuff, the Nusur Sukar, the Illegal Weapon, whatever I made. This has all happened before even I did any of that stuff. I was still trying to find my footing in the Punjabi music industry, but I had a record with Diljit, which was really cool. It didn't do like the greatest numbers, but I felt like it was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
So how I look at him as a person because of that is like, look, I'm a new guy. I'm nobody in this industry at this point. I don't really have anything under my belt except like Loni Appendian, whatever I made locally. Yeah. And I'm this guy just trying to navigate himself through Bombay. And he's like, you're fresh. This is like really cool. Like, I like this. Let's do something. So like, he's so open-minded working with new people. Like look at G-Funk, for example. At the end of the day, his first song G-Funk did was Go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's always looking at different people, different artists, always trying to go and like
I feel like that's why he's also very successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
he listens. He also listens.
He's very open-minded. He does different things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Like a lot of people would consider like when you get to that level that you're not gonna hear like someone that's not at that level like the same way.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But the fact that he does that speaks more to his character as well, right?
100%.
Which is like, shout out Diljit Body,
Yeah. Yeah.
Legit, shout out, bro. And hopefully, he's teasing a new album though, right? I feel like I saw something like he's teasing something. I don't know,
man.
He's always something's happening.
He's got the amount of unreleased music Diljit has out there. It's
crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I got a lot of music.
Yeah.
So you can only imagine what other producers have. Like he's got albums and albums and albums of music that's
yeah, but you
know
what,
probably
like,
never see light of day.
Really shitty? Like you showed us all this like really good music and now we can't say anything about it.
Did I?
Did you? Did he?
Yeah.
That's all you, bro.
Did you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a
Shit.
mystery.
But
Stay tuned.
the music I showed you is all gonna come out. So
Yeah, that's true.
I know. Eventually, though, we have to wait so
Eventually.
long.
not eventually. Like there's that kind of thing. There's records that Diljit has will probably never come out. You know, but that's with every artist.
You know what? Like one thing too is Double Up Entertainment. A lot of people don't know about this. That is your own like label. That's your
Yeah.
own like company that you created. Obviously, you have artists signed to like Harjot. 604 Blizzy, I believe,
Yeah.
is also signed to
I
you.
think Tavnoor is too, right?
Tavnoor signed to you as
Yeah,
well.
Tavnoor.
So how do you like find this sort of talent? Like how does like an artist like this like come to you, or do you like how are you drawn to these people? Because like you know nowadays everyone and their like cousin is trying to be a Punjabi artist.
It's
So,
like I gotta see or feel something like or hear something. You know what I mean? Okay, like for like Tavnoor, I've known Tavnoor for like almost 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like she was on my album Exhale. She did a song called Sone on there.
Yeah.
And they just threw out, like, she lived right by my parents' house, like, not too far from there. So, like, I just see her and, like,
Yeah.
and she comes by the studio and we always try to work on music, right? So,
Yeah.
that was already organic. I'm like, yo, I already fuck with you as an artist. I'm starting this label. I really want you to be a part of it. And let's grow your career and let's try to, you know, find your sound and nurture this whole scenario. Harjot came through from Arvind. You know, Harjot's from Winnipeg.
Yeah.
And Arvind had a mutual friend that knew him, and he was already in town, and he wanted a link, and we linked up, and he came to the studio, and we shot the shit for a little bit, and like I spanned like 4 hours. He sung 6 songs, and I just like sat there and looked at Arvind, and I'm like, we might have something here, right? And it's like it's just like organic scenarios. 604 Blizzy is like my little bro. I've grown up with him since he was like a freaking baby.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, since he was a kid, he was always rapping and doing shit like that. You know, it's not something he was really like fully taking seriously. And I just said to him, like, yo, I'm like, you have this persona, you have this vibe to you, and he has all these dreams and aspirations that he wanted to like do. And like, to be honest with you, people don't give him enough fucking credit, but this guy like literally has fucking torn down walls and walked into places. Like, he's like, you know, on his album, he's like, I'm gonna do a song with Payroll Giovanni. Guess what? He went and did a record with Payroll Giovanni.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, after Payroll, I want to do something with Peasy. Made a few phone calls, got into Peasy. We linked up with Peasy in freaking Washington, and we did a record with fucking Peasy. And it's not just like, yo, like this is like transactional. These are become friends of his now.
Yeah.
And like to the point now where like all the biggest Detroit artists are fucking with him. He's got a record with Babytron coming out like
Damn.
next month. You know what I mean? So it's like, I respect the hustle. I respect the grind. You know what I mean? Not everybody fucks with the music, but you got to understand, like, yo, when you keep pushing and you keep putting yourselves and you work hard for this shit, you're going to fucking see the benefits of it. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
That's what I look for. I look for the hustle. Talent is one thing, but you got to really believe in it. And I like looking for real, like, songwriters. So like Manna, who is friends with Harjot, but I met Manna a few years before that. I just seen him kind of grow, and like he designed some of the most amazing music to the fact that, to the point now where he's done half my album,
Yeah.
right? You know, Harpreet Saran was somebody I heard and saw. I saw some stuff on YouTube of hers, and I was like, yo, and I looked, I'm like, she writes this shit, she sings this shit. I'm like, yo, this is like a diamond in the rough. And I was like, yo, right away, I fucking hit her up, and I'm like, this. And, you know, now she wrote Joe Bud for Diljit.
That's crazy. The fact,
Yeah.
that's so crazy to me.
That's crazy. Honestly,
Like, you know, like,
belly
I
ass song,
think
bro.
people will understand once they listen to the song, but it's crazy that a girl wrote that.
yeah, and this is what I mean. Like,
All credit
so
to her,
like,
man.
at the end of the day, like, you know, and I got Little JJ, who's another artist on there. He's like one of the fucking most phenomenal, multi-talented artists you guys will ever see, and like, he's got a lot more music coming out. But like, this is the thing with the Double Up team. You know what I mean? Like, they are artists that I see being the future, that
Yep.
will be able to go and hold it on their own, and kind of, I want to nurture them in the right direction so that we actually have some relevancy and like on a global aspect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And doing it right. You know, it's hard for like a lot of people to go and walk into a room when you're a Punjabi and you can't speak English and go to try to communicate with a rapper or a singer
Yeah.
and try to get something that's really good out. I really want to see international collaboration done right. That's really where my goal is in life.
That's
And
fair.
I think this is the best way to nurture it, right? Create your own artists in this whole space.
Yeah.
That's fair. So like,
Honestly, I feel like you're definitely doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
You just got to see the value in each person, right? But it's not just me seeing the value; they got to see the value in themselves. That's also
100%.
something. So
Yeah.
I come to this thing like, hey, like if I fucking believe in you, you should really fucking think about your
Think
life.
about it, yeah. It can't be one
If you don't
sided.
believe in yourself after I'm believing in you, get your fucking shit straight.
Yeah, no, there's a fucking problem at that point. Yeah, no, fuck.
Get
So
it
like,
together.
have you ever had any like young artists in like Surrey come up to you be like, oh, dance party, like man, gane banana, like you know, like can I play?
Jasmine's dad came up to me and said,
Yo, cut that out.
Or leave that in.
Cut it out.
No, but like just in general though, do you see like a lot of artists? Yo, relax, man. It's not that serious.
it's just funny. It's funny. It's awesome though. No, people come up to me all the time. The thing is, like, look, I don't want to come across as a dick,
Yeah,
but it's like there's a time and a place.
yeah,
You know, sometimes the scenarios, sometimes I want to hear it, but it's like
like if you're out, like
I just feel like every scenario should be like right time. I don't know, like
Yeah.
when there's a right time, right place kind of scenario. There's times where I meet people and they'll do that, and I'm like fucking so super into it. There's be times where I'm not into it,
yeah,
but it's just my brain's in a fucking million places at once. So
yeah. No, fair. I feel like a lot of people don't have like the common sense of like right time, right place because like I feel like even for you, I can see someone coming up to you while you're eating a cactus or something like, "Oh, you made a gane son, right?" And you're like, "Bro,
not that bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes I guess it's happened a couple of times.
You're-
Actually,
yeah.
want to know the funniest one? I'll tell you guys a really funny one. Actually,
Alright, hit me."
this is actually the most fucked up scenario. It's actually so creepy.
Okay.
So yeah, it was kind of creepy. So I had gotten food delivered to my studio,
Okay.
and then obviously the guy gave me my food and it was exchanged, whatever. Like 5 or 6 days later, I get a phone call, and the guy goes, "Honey, तुसी intense बोल रहे हो?" I'm like, "हाँ जी," and they're like, "My friend came to like drop off, skip the dishes to you. He's like, I'm a singer.
Oh
Like he went and saved your number. He's like, I got your number from him. He saved your number for me."
Oh my god.
And I just sat there and I'm like, that is not like a fucking violation of my fucking privacy.
No, it is 100%. 100%. What the
Skip
fuck?
should be like firing that person.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
That's my one
I
of my
don't
big.
even think that's like illegal for him to do.
I pretty much said it to him like, look, bro, I'm like, respect your hustle. I'm like, this is creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Please don't call me again. And he didn't call me again.
That's fair. No, dude, that's fucked up, man. I like that's one reason
Yeah.
why I'm always like paranoid to use like food apps like that.
My name is no longer my actual name on there anymore.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Like even like Facebook Marketplace, I get like nervous. You're like scrolling through Marketplace, my actual account.
You're famous, brother.
No, brother. I'm just trying not to get caught up like you. Next thing you know, someone's like, "Paji, my podcast." I was like, "No." I'll be like, "Why are you calling me?" That happened to me. My mom works like whatever, and then
He's about to give it away, right?
yeah, I'm about to give it away. And then there's like a nama student now kam kan laperi, and like my mom was just talking about like whatever. And then my name got brought up. Said, "Ha, mera munda podcast karda flana tam kari." And then the guy was like, "Oh, I've seen your kid, blah blah blah." And he's like, "Oh, main gaane gauna ya, mera career mar de hun, like you know, main chalana mangda idda." My mom's like, "Oh, you should go on his podcast." Mom just gives him my number. Next thing you know, I got a phone call. Hanji, ekdeep teri mummy ne mainu phone number ditta si isi podcast set up kar sakde. And I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck?"
Brother, this happens to me probably not anymore. It's happened to me a lot. My
Yeah.
dad would meet so many people,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, "Oh, like they want to. This person wants to do music, or that person wants to do music, or
And you're
this
just like,
person wants
what
to get
the
a song done, or that." And I just like they kind of came to a point of like, okay, like stop fucking asking this guy. This guy's just gonna fucking we're gonna lose friends
Ghosty.
because of this guy. Because
Yeah.
he keeps saying no. Excuse me. Yeah. Just it's hectic.
We actually have a bunch of viewer questions. So I actually asked.
Yeah,
some of
let's
our-
ask. So let's go
Yeah,
on.
yeah. So I have a bunch of viewer questions. I have 7 viewer not confessions, questions from people
Confessions.
that knew that you were going to be on the podcast. So these are from the people in the Discord, and also in the Instagram chat. If you guys want to join up. So question 1 is, so this is a person that's actually a DJ. They were saying, "Hey, Intense, I was a DJ at a wedding this past June, and I wanted to ask, what advice can you give me to keep all these drunk uncles away from my DJ booth?"
There's a reason why I quit.
That's a struggle, though. I've seen that shit recently. It's gotten worse, man.
You know what happened with me once? This is where I kind of got to the frustrated point in my life.
Yeah.
I was DJing and I played Sip Sip by Jasmine,
Okay.
which is my own fucking song.
Mm-hmm.
And this uncle comes up like, "Hey, ki bukas laya na?" He's like, "Shut this shit off." And I'm like,
Fuck.
you know what? There just comes to a point in your life you're like, all right, man. Like, I get it. You're not everybody's gonna like this fucking song or this music, but I'm like, Come
Yeah.
on, man. What the fuck, right?
Yeah.
I'm just getting pissed off. I'm
Still
pissing myself.
shitty.
I'm like, why am I still doing this anymore? You know,
But
I'm
honestly,
fuck this
those,
shit.
those kind
So.
of people are annoying.
They're annoying. All the uncles just be consistently.
There's always just some fucking bakwas, right?
That's
I
always-
started getting a lot of fights at the end of my DJ career. I was getting annoyed.
Fair. Fair.
I mean, if you knew you were gonna quit at that point, I would
Yeah,
too.
I was just like, okay, enough's enough. I was just like,
All right. All right. So Ishan asks, hey, or he pretty much says, hey, my name is Sean. I wanted to ask Intense for advice on how to get better at making beats.
fucking practice.
Excuse
Yo,
me.
are you okay?
Excuse me.
Koi sharam nahi hai na, hai na?
Sorry, I just had a pizza and Coke.
I'm sorry, brother.
That
I'm
was-
sorry, brother. You have to go through this.
I
have to
said
go.
excuse me. That was not on purpose. No burp is on purpose.
But Ishan's trying to ask how to get better at beats. And you're fucking just burping and
Burp.
burp.
Sample that shit. You know what?
Ishan.
There's your thing now. What you're gonna do, okay? It's Ishan or Sean?
Ishan.
Ishan, what you're gonna do now is you're gonna take that little sound bite from podcast,
Yeah.
put it into FL Studio or Ableton or whatever the fuck you use,
Yes, sir.
slap that shit to your fucking piano roll and make a beat out of that shit.
That's it. And if you make it proper, you can come on the podcast and roast Jasmine.
Yeah.
That's it.
Please,
There you go. That's how you
please
can
give
get
me
better at
credit for
beats.
it.
That's you get.
Just please give me credit for it.
Fair enough. All right. Next one. Hey, Intense. I wanted to know what your top 5 food spots are in Surrey.
Shit.
Good question, man. Top 5 food spots. Surrey has got some good food.
Like depending on like what kind of like food it is though, you know.
Just top 5 overall.
Top 5. B&B,
Okay.
tasty.
Okay.
Um,
Is this an order or is this like not?
no,
an
these
order?
just random.
Random. Okay.
There's no order on any of these.
Okay. Smart man.
I'm just trying to think like what I regularly would get.
B&B.
Old Surrey restaurant.
Old Surrey restaurant. Okay.
I like Donaires.
Donaires is good. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go for them Donaires. And then
Not fresh. Like what the fuck? That's
yo,
good.
so pizza, I love pizza, but like I have like top 5 pizza places.
Okay,
know
let's
what I
do
mean?
that. What's your top 5 pizza places? We'll give you that and give me an order. 1 to
The
5.
order, fuck, that's hectic too. Okay, Newton Pizza,
Okay.
Surrey Pizza,
Uh-huh.
Perfect Pizza,
Uh-huh.
Apollo Pizza,
Jeez. This guy knows his shit, yo.
and then I'll go Supreme.
Okay, that's fire. Fair enough. I had this whole thing on the last episode. Bro, have you tried Senores in Calgary? Senores Pizza.
No, is that the one that had the Donaire Pizza?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I had tried it.
Dude, that shit is so fire. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that
it's
was
like what
pre-
Costco pizza thinks it should be.
Yeah, it was good.
So good.
But the thing is, like, I'll tell you right now, Surrey is undefeated when it comes to Desi Pizza.
They see pizza
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, they
For sure.
right.
But this is like
Abbotsford's not bad either. You know, you got
Yeah.
like Jay's here.
Jay's is
you know,
kills.
64.
right? Yeah, you got
64 is
Pizza 64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
60
Pizza 64 there too. Like
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
bad. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
But like I'm like
Yeah,
these
pizza,
are my.
Pizza 24 in Abbey is really good though too.
Yeah, 24 is good too.
It's really
I
good.
think like I'm like you know that fucking Barstool Sports guy. He needs
Yeah.
to come to fucking like Lower Mainland and,
and just try pizza here.
review pizzas here. 'Cause I feel like our pizza is the best pizza in the world.
100%.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Italians are fucking screaming at us right now, bro.
No, okay.
No, bro. I've been to
No.
Italy.
Okay.
I only been to Milan.
Okay.
So,
but that's like still a good pizza place.
no, it was a fuck.
Yeah,
it was
dude, no,
trash.
Really?
The food
Dude.
was so bad in Milan.
Why? What the fuck?
No, it's not.
Pasta
but- I
wasn't
mean,
good. No fucking like
Nothing.
nothing.
It's just not known as a good food place. But
That's
you go to like
crazy.
Rome or Venice or, you know, go to like Sicily, like proper, like you know,
Yeah.
the you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's it.
Parmigiano.
That's it.
I'm
Yo,
gonna get fucking stabbed here.
no, dude. So my part of my family is Italian. So the reason I'm asking because
Wait, what?
Yeah, part of my family is Italian. So yeah, just it's a long
This
story.
is new information.
So
too.
my
Fanga?
my pua, they moved here to Canada like a while ago from Italy.
I don't know
okay.
if you would count that.
And
as-
no, like my cousins are born there, so they're Italian.
oh,
Right?
that's what you meant.
Yeah.
I know some people from Italy
Yeah.
as well. Punjabi.
They're still Punjabi. They're not
Yeah.
Italian, like
I
go
was
to
so
Italian.
confused.
No,
But it's
guys.
funny. It's funny, right?
What are
Because
you
they don't
talking
speak
about?
English, but they speak Italian, right?
Yeah.
So like you think they're like just
Trippy.
desis,
Yeah.
but they're born and raised in Italy.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like they come here and they open a restaurant. So the restaurants in Edmonton, they make Italian Punjabi style pizza, like fusion pizza. It's crazy.
Shit, bro, I
Yeah.
gotta go hit up that
Dude,
motherfucker.
so I don't even eat chicken or anything because obviously like I'm Amritari. but like they have this one pizza. It's a
Anger?
white. There's this one pizza there. It's a white sauce garlic. It's a white garlic sauce white garlic sauce butter chicken pizza.
Okay.
Bro, just stop.
That's fucked.
Yo, stop, bro. Why are you
Bro,
doing this to me,
stop.
bro? Why are you doing this to us?
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
We can't. We go to Ed. Hold on. Let me look for flights right now.
Yo. All right, next question. Number 4 is if you could collab with any artist, dead or alive, who would you want it to be and why? I feel like I know the obvious answer, but like I'll let you.
Punjabi, English, what?
Anything. Like literally anything. This is like more so for you. Like, what is your dream collab?
Why don't you do one Punjabi, one English?
Or you do that too? Sure. Let's do that.
Sujit Bindarakia.
Fire.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
That
was
would be
definitely.
fire.
Fire.
That was like a, you know, definitely like I'm a big Bindarakia fan.
Fire.
One person I wanted to collaborate who passed away like recently. This is like probably like I don't know if you guys know about Taz Stereo Nation. I don't think you guys would know. This is like
know.
completely out of your guys. So he's from the UK.
Okay.
He's a big pop like Punjabi artist, but like
Yeah.
I grew up to his music, so he's definitely. But he passed away. I talked to him and stuff like that before he passed away, but that never got to happen. But like alive, like The Weeknd.
Fire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I could see a crazy beat that
Yeah.
you can make for the weekend.
yeah, I'm a big Abel fan.
Fair.
Um,
But he's rocking his merch and everything.
yeah, that's
Fire.
so fucking funny, right?
Fire.
Yo, this is not even intentional, man. It just happened.
Yeah, see, it's fire. He just loves. Yo, fan of the music, man.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, The Weeknd. Fuck, who else? I don't know. I'd like to collaborate with a lot of different artists. Like, I want to do some K-pop shit. I want to do some like, you know, I like making pop music. I like
feel
just,
like if
you know what it is? I
anybody
like a
would-
challenge. I think what
Yeah.
it is for me, I like people putting me in a room where, like, okay, I'll give you a great example. I went to Thailand and I did the song camp, and like there was like Howie from the Backstreet Boys, and there's all these different artists, some K-pop people, some Japanese pop artists, but what their whole thing was like, hey, we want to bring like somebody from each culture. So they're the Koreans, they're the Japanese, and like I was supposed to be like the Indian producer, right? Like so, like I was supposed to bring like all this Indian influence, and that's really that's essentially what their whole idea was.
Yeah.
But like I walked in there and I made the most fucking pop records that were like completely non-Indian. Like I made one record that was kind of Indian style.
Yeah.
But then like I made like the song I released was Virginia to Vegas. It was called Last
Yeah.
Night. It was
Yeah.
like it's a fucking radio pop record. And like they're just like, what the fuck happened here? Like we were
Yeah.
expecting some like fucking sitars and shit. Like
yeah. Sarangi in the background and
Yeah,
shit. They're just like, what? Next thing you know, they got
like
like,
doo 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 like, you know, fucking-
nice. No, so just don't expect things to be normal, or don't expect the stereotypical when it comes to intense. That's the lesson.
But don't get me wrong, I'll bust a stink ass fucking Bhangra record for you and everything.
Yeah,
you know?
but that's the thing, you can do that.
Like Mitran the case chalta, like that was fucking, you know?
Yeah.
That was like, hey, this motherfucker, I'm still around. You know? I'm still around, right?
He'd be dealing drugs if he wasn't
Fuck.
if he wasn't a producer.
Oh man, no man.
Yeah, bitch, feel labia.
But he wrote
Okay,
that
that was-
lyric.
that was hilarious.
Wrote the lyrics for you. This whole podcast is so unhinged. All right, next one. Fuck. All right, next question is: can you name a track that you produce that you think is underrated?
Fuck, there's so many.
Yeah, like one song that you produced that you thought was gonna go like super viral, mega viral, like thought was gonna be like,
But didn't do as well.
but didn't do as well as you thought.
Oh fuck.
Tough question.
There's a lot of records. I think it's hard to say that about any record because I feel like it's just the song hasn't been heard enough yet. But like, you know, like song like Tere Karke, I think by BK was a really fucking big record. I felt like I think will still grow at some point. Tere Lee with Harjot and Tab Noor, but these are all new records. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, it's hard to like even judge these kind of records. I still feel like they're still gonna hit those places and go places.
Yeah.
Excuses, I did well, and then I'll see like 2 years later, fucking when they went on tour is when it really exploded, right?
Yeah.
You know, Angels, by Harjot, it was out for 7-8 months. And then Vicky Kaushal heard the song and he shared it, and then all of a sudden the whole world heard it. You know what I mean? So like, there's these moments for all these songs. I feel like that will happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're, like I said, we're in a different time zone and like a different era of music where just stuff goes viral just like that. Like
Just
what
like
what
that,
is
yeah.
what is a big song? What do you define it as? It's because it's gone big on TikTok. That's like what people's
Are you
thought
asking
process.
for my like?
I'm saying in general.
No, I don't
I'm
think,
like making
I
a
don't think it's
generalized
like
statement.
solely based on TikTok. I just think it's like a song that's like you hear it like everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, like something like you know how like Instagram
But I think,
has like
but it comes from that whole social media basis.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what
it
I mean?
does.
It's
Yeah.
like there's not very
You
few records like nowadays that were.
You know what's fucked up? Like even the fact I'm about to say this, like to me, just shows how bad like social media is for this. When I see a song on TikTok and a bunch of Korean just making like suit dancing videos to it, like transition videos to it, that's when the song is like really popular.
But that's what it is.
But like that's what it is though. Like like
that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
you know,
I
like,
get that's what I'm saying to you. Like I
the
agree with
reality is every artist wants that shit.
that. Yeah,
you know?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Streams, give me numbers.
Yeah, but
Right, but no, like at the end of the day, like everything has a potential to be that. I feel like all the music that we have,
yeah,
and this is like kind of why this album's there as well, because I'm really showcasing my whole team at Double Up, working with big artists that are really established in the industry.
yeah.
I'm not saying Harjot and these guys aren't established yet. They're making waves and they're doing things. You guys seen a Stampede Midlove, for example, like fucking,
Yeah.
bro, it's fucking on fire. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like, it's like the music's growing and it's all coming up, but they're young.
Yeah.
Like all these artists are 25 and younger. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Where all these artists that I'm working with are a bit older than that. So
Yeah. 100%. So it comes with time, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. But
you know, you have the world in front of you. I'm deep in my 30s. You know what I mean? I'm at that point in my life where, yeah,
Yeah.
you know. So like, I didn't think I was gonna be where I was at 30 years old. I didn't think I was gonna be where I was at 25. I didn't think I was gonna be where I was at 20.
yeah.
As time progresses, you never know where you're gonna be.
That's very true.
Some people's trajectory is different. You know.
100%. All right. Closing remarks before we end off this pod. Thank you so much for coming on to this episode. We really appreciate it. You know, it's a long time coming. Jasmine's been hounding you. I'm sorry for. She's
Yeah.
the creepy.
She hasn't talked. She hasn't spoken since the burp.
Yeah, she was the creepy
Yeah,
skip the
because I'm
distraction.
She's like, another one's coming. That's why I can't talk right now.
You know what? She was the.
Yeah.
I have a confession to make. She was the skip driver that gave the number out. She was the creepy skip driver.
I wouldn't fucking doubt it.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean?
But I was gonna say, like, yeah, I appreciate you coming on the episode, man. Do you have anything you want to say to the fans about the album that's coming up, or anything final remarks you want to say to them?
Well, I think at this point the album will already be out. I hope you guys fucking enjoy it, assholes.
That's it.
Intense. That's intense for you.
That's
I'm
intense.
joking. I love you all. Thank you for supporting me all these years,
Yeah.
and keep supporting so that I feel like making more music.
Yo, bro is so real. Bro's a real one. I can't even lie. Bro just doesn't give a fuck.
What's the truth, man? Like, if people don't like, okay, like I said, I do like when I do make music for
I'm
myself.
telling you, it's a Sagittarius in him.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
bit blah,
I get
blah.
it. You make music for yourself, but you also want
Like,
other
you know,
people to enjoy
I like
it.
people to enjoy it, you
Yeah,
know?
of course. No, 100%.
I'm releasing it.
Like, fuck, man. Like, at the end of the day, like, if I'm making a podcast, the shit gets like 0 views, I'm like, fuck, man, bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, end of the day, you
man.
gotta get something out of it. But yeah, thank you all for watching this week's episode. It's been myself, Jasmine, and special thanks to Intense for coming on this episode once again. Check out all the links for Intense in the description below and go stream Intense, album number 5. And yeah, see you guys in the next episode. Peace.